It's 2:11 a.m. The only light in Nathan's apartment comes from the glow of his chart. His eyes are dry, his coffee is cold, and his screen is frozen on a single candle. Not the candle he traded, the one he didn't. He clicks replay again. The market had broken out earlier that morning, clean, sharp, textbook. And Nathan had hesitated. He told himself he'd wait for confirmation. He told himself he'd be disciplined. By the time he convinced himself, the move was gone. And now, hours later, he sits in the dark, calculating. If I had just clicked buy, I would have made $3,200. That would have covered last month's rent. That could have changed everything. But he didn't. And yet the trade he didn't take owns him. Nathan has been trading for 2 years. His journal is filled with notes, but not the kind that build mastery. Every page begins the same. If only I held longer. If only I added size. If only I got in earlier. He isn't building a record of growth. He's building a museum of regret. Regret is subtle. It doesn't shout like greed. It doesn't crash in like fear. It seeps in quietly, rewiring the way you see yourself. Soon Nathan no longer trades the market. He trades his memory. The spiral begins. He sees a breakout late and chases, not because it's in his plan, but because he can't miss another one. He doubles his size, not because of an edge, but because he's trying to erase the ghost of what he didn't do yesterday. His identity shrinks. He's no longer a trader who follows process. He's a prisoner of what could have been. One Friday afternoon, it all comes crashing down. Nathan misses the first morning move, as usual. The regret screams louder than the chart. He forces a trade on the next setup. It loses. So he takes another, and another. 3 trades in 1 hour. 3 losses. By the closing bell, he's wiped out his entire week of profits. His desk looks like a battlefield. Sticky notes scattered, journal half-written, empty cans and cups piled high. He slams his chair back, puts his head in his hands and whispers, "I can't do this. I'm not built for this." That weekend, Nathan visits his grandfather, an old man who spent his life as a craftsman, carving wood, building furniture, shaping things with patience. Nathan, frustrated, vents, "I always mess it up. If I just took that one trade, everything would be different. I keep ruining my chances." His grandfather listens quietly. Then he says something simple, "I never regret the wood I didn't carve, only the carvings I rushed when I was angry." The words hit Nathan like a freight train. He realizes he's punishing himself for the past while making worse mistakes in the present. Regret wasn't protecting him. It was chaining him. That night, Nathan writes in his journal, but for the first time, it's different. Instead of "if only I had," he writes, "What did I do well today?" Just one line. No calculations. No fantasy about what could have been. The next week, he creates a ritual. At the end of each session, he closes the chart completely. He writes one thing he did right, even if it's small. Then he leaves his desk. The trade is over. The page is turned. At first, the urge to calculate the missed millions is unbearable. But slowly, the chains loosen. Weeks later, the market rips higher in a clean, unstoppable breakout. Nathan sees it. He's not in. The old Nathan would have spiraled into anger, would have chased, would have broken his rules. But now, he just watches. He breathes. And he whispers, "Not mine," and that's okay. Because regret is just mental time travel. And time travel is the fastest way to destroy your edge. The market doesn't exist in the past. It doesn't exist in the fantasy of what could have been. It only exists now. And the trader who can live now is the one who wins the long game. Nathan learned something every trader must eventually face. You don't lose because you miss a move. You lose because you let missing a move control you. The chains of regret are invisible, but they are heavy. And only when you set them down are your hands free to trade again. If you've ever been haunted by the trade you didn't take, this story is your mirror. Stop punishing yourself for ghosts. Stop calculating fantasy profits. Stop trading the past. Begin again. Each candle, each trade, a clean slate. Because true freedom as a trader isn't found in what you win. It's found in what you let go.